Long-time Australian resident Clifford Tucker is back in Britain after the Commonwealth deported him because of his criminal record. Now the 47-year-old has to make a new life for himself in a country he hasn't seen for nearly 4 decades. Our London correspondent Rachael Brown spoke to him.
Clifford Tucker's just arrived in London and unpacked his life, which is 3 suitcases at the moment. And for someone who was born here, he may as well have been dropped in Siberia. Mr. Tucker, can you tell me about the types of things you have to think about now that other people take for granted, like money, public transport?
Everything. Everything's new to me here. There's nothing. It's like you said, being like dropped in Siberia. I have to learn the transport system, how to survive, how to find housing, everything's just so strange now.
And have you had to use English money before?
No, actually I haven't. Never. This is the first time. So even that was strange. Exchanging the Australian dollars to pound notes, I've still got to get used to the amount, how much to use, and the price of things. The price of things are a lot more expensive here in England than they are in Australia.
And what about, is getting back to Australia when, not an if?
Well, we can only keep our fingers crossed. At the moment, it's an if. At the moment, it's a definite no. Because as the law states, I can never go back to Australia. So until the law's changed, which there is a slight possibility, that's the only way I can go back to England back to Australia if the law's changed.
And your lawyer says there are a lot of rat bags already in Australia. How does that make you feel that you've paid for your sins? And you were no angel, as you put it, but you've paid for your sins and done your time, and now you've been ripped away from your family.
Well, that's correct. There are a lot of people a lot worse off than I am in Australia. And for someone that's tried to rehabilitate themselves as I have, successfully over the last 10 years, except for a relapse that I had in 2008 after the death of my father, I haven't committed any violent crimes for 10 years. And yet there's people out there now doing armed robberies, committing murders, and they're still allowed to stay in Australia. So I don't understand it at all.
And what's the plan for you? Will you be talking to authorities here?
Yes, I will be. There's a number of people I've got to get in contact with, some lawyers, human rights organisations, and some self-help groups that I can speak to try and find out what we can do next.
All the best to you. Thanks for talking to us.